Hey, it's Scott. Let's go through some things that I'm seeing in AI. So let me share my screen. I'm a bit concerned about what I'm seeing out there, and it's just getting messy. It's just really getting messy. People are not communicating. I saw a LinkedIn post, and this is what started this whole thing was I saw a LinkedIn post and I'm reading through it and I'm just trying to understand what this person is saying. And then I realized what they're talking about is large language models and chat models, chat GPT or Bard or whatever. And so a very narrow space within the AI field, but they acted like it was the entire thing. So what I want to do is impart some things for you to think about during your conversations and your writing, etc. So the takeaways for this video would be that you know we this the all the terminology is morphing. It continues to morph. So software companies, all professionals, marketers, consultants, etc. They don't want to say that they're talking about the old stuff. They want something new, something sexy. So they talk about the next killer app or the next methodology that's going to change the world. And quite honestly, most of the time, 90% of it's nothing new, right? We coin these new terms that are supposed to mean something different and it's going to be revolutionary and everything. And 90% of it's just what was around 30 years ago. So that's kind of what this is about, and we'll talk about taking care of language, what you actually absorb, and how you should filter information and ingest information, and then your actual use of that information. That's what I really kind of want you to walk away with at the end of this video. So, what does AI mean? It's so popular these days. If you do a YouTube search or LinkedIn, or you use a search engine, a web search engine like Google or Bing or DuckDuckGo, or you use an LLM like ChatGPT or Bing AI or Bard. Um, this term is really creating a lot of buzz, much more than some terms. Again, this goes back to the fact that we constantly reinvent a lot of the stuff that we have used in the past. So, what does AI mean? Um, People normally have something in mind when they say AI, and that could be, in a post that they put on social media. It could be, writing um, an article or even a book or communicating. And it's kind of typically one perspective or one idea of what AI is. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just want you to be very aware that AI is a big thing, it's not a narrow thing. And so when you ingest these things, you need to be aware of what that is. Um, and so again, that's we're going to go through kind of the meaning and just a little bit of history, quite honestly, because you need to know AI is nothing new. Um, and I relate back to my experience with this LinkedIn post, and I'm kind of like, what's this person talking about? And then I realized, oh, they're only talking about this much of AI, and that's chat, chat AI. So, and again, who's listening to you, and we'll go through that at the very end with the takeaways, and we're going to make some quick quick points on AI next. So, what AI is not? First off, it's not new. It's been around for a very very long time. We'll go through a brief history here. Um, it's not revolutionary, um, and it's not new technology. It's not a new methodology. It's been around for a long time. It's not just Chat GPT or LLMs. It's not just robots and self-driving cars. And so the reason I'm flipping is because I think I have a better version of this slide. Um, so the good thing is that AI might be a very useful umbrella term, and I think analytics is better. And I'll do a plug for our series and why we wrote our series of It's All Analytics, because it seems to be even a little bit broader. But the nice thing about an umbrella term is it's, encompassing, right? So you can start with a broad term, and then you can be more specific as you roll down. You can talk about medicine, as a career, and then you can talk about orthopedics or cardiology or family medicine or whatever. So you can kind of start with the large and then narrow down into it. So AI in general might be a very useful umbrella term. So, if you just think about AI versus ML, machine learning, so pretty much all machine learning is AI. I can't think of off the cuff any machine learning that wouldn't fit into the AI paradigm. AI versus statistics, actually, that's different because AI uses statistics very deeply. ML, pretty much any data-driven technology uses statistics, but there are statistics that are not AI. There are classical statistical methods, there's Bayesian methods that would not necessarily fall, in my mind, as AI. AI versus BI, business intelligence. I think pretty much all business intelligence could be considered AI. We're trying to interpret what humans see, how they see it. And we can go through the list. Computer vision, kind of the same thing. Computer simulation, kind of the same thing. Data science, definitely is a subset, uses AI, applies to AI. But AI versus analytics, I think I just like analytics, because there are, the reason I like it is there's functional analytics like visual analytics, and that could be dashboards or whatever, geoanalytics, things that you see and how you see them and everything else. And then also, in addition to that, you can have domain specific. And what I mean by that is you can have financial analytics, you can have marketing analytics, you can have HR analytics, you can have where that fits within a department or a specific use case for a company. And so that's the reason I really like analytics. I prefer it to AI as an umbrella term. AI history, AI's been around. It's nothing new. They try to spin it. You'll see it over and over and over in your reading and your post and what you're picking up on social media, but it's over 70 years old. It started in 1956 at Dartmouth College, in a conference, and there's been reinvention. So Lisp was created as a special language to do AI. Then we had a kind of a resurrection in the 1980s that was called the expert systems. We had, the deep learning revolution in 2012, where we're doing these very deep neural networks and that sort of thing, and that was AI. And then now in the 2020s, what's got everybody talking is these LLMs, and Gen AI is kind of the new thing. So here's a little kind of timeline. And there's been boom times, and then there's been bust times. So there was actually 2 AI winters where it kind of just went away. So anyway, borrowed that from our book. So, the takeaways again here are just be very aware that when people are talking to you, they could be speaking in a very specific sliver of AI, but AI in itself is not just some little piece. It's an overarching idea. It's a methodology, and then the associated technology that goes with that. So that is what I want you to walk away with. And then the two pieces that kind of go under that is when you are reading or ingesting information, understand what the writer or the presenter might be trying to present to you. So they might be speaking very narrowly. So try to understand what pieces they might be going through, and really, are you on the same page? And really think critically, because there's a lot of crap out there. There, you know, I'm sorry, there really is. The great thing about the explosion of information and how readily available information is, it's at your fingertips all the time. The bad thing is that there's information readily available at your fingertips all the time, and a lot of that information is crap. So that's just it. That's just plus and minus of that. And then, as a professional, be very clear in your language and writing what you're speaking about. And really define your terms, right? Define specifically when you say AI what you mean by that, as much as you can. And then really ask questions, right? If you're presenting or whatever, make sure that you're on the same page with somebody. The nuts and bolts of it. So I had to clear screen again. That's one of the reasons I wrote this first book. This is the first book of 3. It's all analytics. This is about clearing up a lot of this garbage that is out there. You know, I've been in this for 30 plus years. I've learned a lot. So hopefully I know something about the field, and it's more curated than just doing a web search. At least maybe I at least present some information that provides you a better question to ask. And then here's the larger series. So anyway, I hope that was useful. And yeah, let me know what you think and what you want to see, whether I'm on or off. And yeah, best of luck.